Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. I just watched the BET Awards last night and I'm going to talk about that in another video, but I wanted to address the Keith Lee and Taraji situation. Let's get into it. So it seemed like Taraji was a little off kilter with this. Like, she didn't know who Keith Lee was. And I'm not saying everybody does, but the culture, I think, does, right? And the man that she was talking about, the first guy to know there next to Ronnie, that's Keith's brother, I believe. And she thought he was Keith Lee. And she was giving out roses because I think she had spoken to Flage and she had given her a rose, and that's why that guy's there with the roses. But she really messed up, and she was saying something like, you fine, give me your number, blah, blah, blah. And people were saying that Ronnie looked a certain way, and Keith made a video about it. You know he has social anxiety, so let's get into a little of that.
Last night was the BT Awards, and right now, it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for 1 second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in.
He also talked about how they moved him and Ronnie also, because the first time we saw them, B. Simone was talking to DC Youngfly, and Keith, Ronnie, and Bobby Jones were sitting together. Then when this particular scene happened, they had moved him to the front. So him and his social anxiety was just all over the place, and you could tell he was very uncomfortable. But people have been talking about Ronnie and how she looked, right? They were saying that she had an ill face. He's going to talk about that.
And another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around, and it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly.
So Keith went on to say that he and Ronnie don't have any problems with Taraji, and he said he's not upset that she may not know him or what he does. And he said it probably is more likely that they were just unprepared because, like I said before, they moved them from their first seats to where they were in the front. So it was just a little nervous and just a little awkward for everyone, right? But Keith is a man who is led by God. And the final thing that he says, I think it was what he had said on the neighborhood talk I saw, they're not upset. And Keith just wants what's for him. Plain and simple. Let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it. Listen to this, and I'll be back with something else. It's your girl, Millie Chan. Bye, y'all.
Everything that's for me will be for me. Everything that's for my family will be for my family. Everything that's for you will be for you. When it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. I said that last night, and that was still misconstrued, and I stand on it 1,000%.